Hi everybody, thank you for tuning in to this video where we will look at using area models to multiply one digit by up to 4-digit whole numbers. We're going to start off with an example of 6 times 124, and we're just going to break it down step by step. Keep in mind that when we are using area models, we're going to be looking at place values and the value of each digit that are in numbers, and we're going to break them down into our basic fact multiplication. Before we get started with constructing area models or looking at place values, we're going to take 6 times 124 and we're going to get an estimate using compatible numbers so that after we are done with our multiplication, we can come back and check to make sure that the final product that we come up with is a reasonable answer or not. So if we have 6 times 124, pretty much what we're going to do is take 124 and round it to the greatest place value. In this case, that's going to be the hundreds place. So 124 is going to round to 100. So our estimate that we'll use is 6 times 100 is 600. So we already know that our answer should be somewhere that's relatively close to 600. So keeping that in mind, we're going to now look at 124 and we're going to expand that. So we're going to take each place value, each digit, and write the values of each of these digits. So we have 100. And then we have a 2, so we're going to add that in our tens place. And then we're going to add our 4 for our ones place. Now that we have our factor that's more than one digit expanded, we can construct an area model box, which will keep our basic multiplication facts organized for us. And what we're going to be doing is getting 3 different parts of a product. So every time you see an addition sign, you can go ahead and section off your box. And then since we're multiplying each one of these values by 6, we can write a 6 on the left side of our box. The next step is going to be filling in each of these boxes with different partial products. We're going to get those products by multiplying our 6 by each one of these values. So we're going to do 6 times 100 first, and that will get us to 600. And we can go ahead and fill that right in the square. Now we're going to move on to this box right here, and we're going to take our 6 and we're going to do 6 times 20. Or 6 times 2 tens if you're using the renaming numbers strategy. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then since that's in the tens place, we'll need that 1 0 to be carried over so that we can get that 12 in the tens place. And then our third and final box, we'll do 6 times 4, which will get us 24. So now that we have all of our boxes filled in, we can take each of these 3 partial products and add them together to get the whole product. So we take 600, 120, and 24. And then we can just add them all together. And the 4 here, another 4, and then our 7. So we have our 3 partial products added together to get the whole product right here of 744. And then after we have our product, we can check that with our estimate, and 644 is pretty close to 600, so we are happy with that answer. I would like to do one more example and do a number in the thousands since we're going up to 4 digits. So we can also do this with 4 times 3,923. And again, we would like to get an estimate first, just so that we can check our reasonability. And our estimate, we can take our 4 and then multiply that by, since this is the largest place value, our 3 is, and this is closest to 4, so 4,000. So the 4 times 4,000, our final product should be somewhere close to 16,000. So we can come back and check after we are done. And now we're ready to expand our factors here. So we have this 3 first, which is in the thousands place, so we have 3,000. And we'll add that to each value of one of these digits. So this digit is worth 900. And then our next digit over is worth 20. And then our final digit is worth 3, since it's in the ones place. Now that that number is expanded, we can go ahead and draw our area model rectangle and section it off every time we see a plus sign. From there, we can fill in our other factor of 4, and we're good to multiply to fill in each one of these partial product boxes. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then since that's in the thousands place right there, we're gonna put that 12 also in the thousands place. Our next one over is 4 times 9. So we'll want that 36 there, but since that's 9 is in the hundreds place, we'll do those 2 zeros to get that 36 and also into the hundreds place. And then we have 4 times 2, we have 8, and then since there's that 1 0 to get that 2 in the tens place, we need the 1 0 down here to get that 8 also in the tens place. And then we have 4 times 3, which is 12. So now we have all of our boxes filled in. So we are good to add all 4 of these partial products together. So if we are lining them up correctly by place value, we will get the whole product of, we got 2, 9, 6, 5, and 1. So if we look at 15,692 and compare that with our estimate of 16,000, we are happy with that. That is very close. So we have a reasonable answer here. I hope this video helped to all who have viewed it. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Have a good night.